Hello everyone, Pallytime here. Welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. In today's video, we're going to be playing as Falstad. I'm thinking about going for a full auto attack damage Falstad, which is something I don't normally do. Normally I build him pretty hybrid, but I think we're going to go full offensive, maybe. We'll see how it goes. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we do find ourselves on the Dragonshire map today. Let's go ahead and kill this treasure goblin for the friendly team. No, you ain't going nowhere! Oh, okay, he did go a little somewhere. We are going to be going for Seasoned Marksman at level 1. For every 6 enemy minions or mercenary kills near your hero, you gain 1 basic attack damage. Hero takedowns count as 2 minion kills. Friends. Excuse me. Our Q ability is the Hammerang. This is essentially Thor's hammer. We throw it out onto the map, it'll go for a certain distance, and then return to us shortly after. Our W ability is Lightning Rod. We will put this on a single target, and then we will get an area around our character that we have to keep that target in range in order for the Lightning Rod to deal a ton of damage. Let's just back up away from that Hydralisk. Can we kill the puffer? Yes, we can. And then our E ability is Barrel Roll. It simply is a way for us to get out of danger. It'll allow us to travel for a short distance in one direction and get away from the enemy. We can travel over terrain with this. Really versatile ability. Great for escapes. But as of right now in the early game, we need to focus on stacking up our auto attack damage. I may be going for First Aid at level 7 because we don't have a healer and sustain is kind of important. But as of right now, I'm planning on building for as much auto attack damage as we can muster. It looks like Sonya was taken down up in the top lane. We are going to have some trouble down here in the bottom lane with the Zagara Murky combo. Definitely going to have some trouble. We're just going to move down here right away because we don't want them to just cap it without any type of contention. I am going to be hitting those roaches though. Bailix! Let's kill the Hydralisk so it doesn't do too much damage to Jaina, and then move in with a Hammerang. It doesn't matter how these minions die. You don't even have to last hit these minions like you do on Nazebo. All that has to happen is you are near these minions and you are close enough to get XP. As long as you're doing that, then throughout the course of your game, your auto attacks will be hitting for more with Seasoned Marksman. Very, very good ability. We need to get away from Zagara just a little bit though. And I can head up top. I'll go. I'll grab this sippy cup here and then use our mount ability that Falstad has to travel across the map. Look at this. Isn't this gorgeous? Don't you love this cinematic view? And all of a sudden we are up in the top lane. That has a pretty hefty cooldown at 45 seconds, but it does allow Falstad to be nearly everywhere on the map whenever he is needed. We are going to go for Vampiric Assault at level 4. This is going to allow us to heal for a percentage of the damage that we do with our auto attacks. What does that mean? That means when we attack someone, we heal for, not much at this level range. It's about 11 every single auto attack right now. But as the game continues to carry on and we continue to stack up these Seasoned Marksman stacks from last hitting these minions or being near these minions when they die, more accurately, we will continue to heal for more throughout the course of the game. It's very strong. Alright, I'm going to deal my damage to Jaina from this side of the shrubbery, and we should have more than enough to take her down. We can barrel roll in and just get the last couple of auto attacks that we need. There we go. And we'll allow Arthas to just go ahead and cap off that top. What are these? Shrines? These are shrines. That top shrine there. Alright, Leoric coming back in. It's going to hit me with the creepy hand. I'm pretty sure I could just out-heal it, though. So we're just going to sit there and trade into it and not really worry about it. We are going to have to worry about Jaina returning to lane here because, we are a little low in the health department. But Vampiric Assault able to keep us in the game for a very long time. Also with this particular build, we're not going to be too mana heavy. We are losing top right now, and neither of us noticed. We're not going to be too mana heavy, so that should be good for us as well. Is Leoric doing okay down middle? Yeah, he seems like he's doing fine. We need to let Arthas go in first here. We are going to, we're going to go with First Aid. I want to be able to trade with people. First aid is going to make that happen. First aid is going to give me more sustain so I can land more auto attacks. We could have gone for a slightly higher damaging ability, for instance. I don't know, activate to gain additional damage on our Q. But I think that this is the way to go for what we're trying to accomplish here. Looks like our Arthas is going to die because I was being selfish and talking about my abilities. My bad, friend. And then we just need to back up. First aid. I can actually probably kill Leoric, I think. But not Jaina. Very, very, very greedy. That was bad. It was very bad. Sorry, Arthas. Arthas has respawned. Sonya is making her way up top. Sonya did take that mercenary camp, but abandoned bottom to do so. So we might be in a little bit of trouble here in the middle lane. I'm gonna head bottom, because bottom looks like it's in a world of hurt right now. Maybe I'll head middle. I'm gonna cancel that fly and fly middle instead. We're gonna zone these guys off of the dragon temple. What is the middle one called? The dragon shrine? I don't know. Just auto attack off the Hydralisk, get back to full health. And here we go. Top was able to reclaim the top shrine. Are we going to be able to take down Diablo? Very close, but not quite enough. Paint me like one of your YouTube girls. You know how often I tell girlfriend time to paint me like one of her French girls? It's a lot, and I don't think anyone knows that. That's funny. Alright, Jaina is still up top, but I just went in there for the burst damage on Leoric. Now I'm going to reposition. We're just going to stay away from Jaina. How's that sound? Yeah, we're just going to stay away from Jaina. If she really wants to do this all day, I mean, I could just fly back into the base. I don't think that's going to be necessary. We do have Sonya coming in. She is unfortunately going to miss the spear, but her auto attack damage is going to be enough to take down Jaina. Now Leoric back on the shrine yet again. This guy never seems to learn his lesson, but he is going to leave. All right. We are going for the Hinterland Blast, hereforth known as Shock and Awe, because that's what the name of the ability used to be, and I'm stuck in the past. Let's fly into the bush here, see if we can get a gank off on Dibbles. He does see me because of the creep of Zagara, unfortunately. Alright, the enemy Leoric has died yet again, coming down to help out our Jaina now. The enemy team definitely sees me coming down here because of all this creep, because of all this vision that the enemy... Ooh, they were level 10. Oh, and it hurt. It hurt. Level 10 hurt. I wasn't ready for the Octo Grab. For some reason, I thought they were still 9. And we are going to be taken down. Flight still on 17-second cooldown, so it'll be ready right when I pop back up. And it is worth mentioning that I don't play a lot of Falstad. I just wanted to try this out. Normally, when I play Falstad, I go for a very noob-friendly build. I do go for... I actually don't know what I go for at level 1. Probably the longer boomerang. I go for a bit of a hybrid build on Falstad normally. Where I get a lot of defensive talents and I get a lot of just mixed damage. And normally it works out for me very well. But I thought I would try this auto attack variation. I am going to fly middle. I don't want Diablo to do too much down there. Hey, friend. I'm going to wait for him to crowd control me, assuming he will. Here we go. And then I'm going to barrel roll in and channel our lightning rod. You could just see how much damage this is doing to him. And then we can finish him off. What the... Are you kidding me? He had like 1 HP. Ah... Diablo. I was really expecting to finish him off there with the Shock and Awe, but it wasn't quite enough. It wasn't quite enough. We have 13 stacks on our Seasoned Marksman, and layman's terms, what does that mean? It means when we auto-attack, we're hitting for 13 more damage than we would be otherwise, which may not seem like a lot, but don't worry, it's still building, and that was more than enough damage to take down Diablo there. Leoric is going back in the bottom lane. The enemy team does have a Leoric to try to capture middle. We're just going to hit him with all the damage we have, try to force him out of here. Maybe we make him creepy walk away. He did land the wall. The wall, of course, did nothing. And I'm not too sure where the team wants to go. I'm going to get rid of some of this creep. It's very expensive for me to get rid of creep, unfortunately, though. Let's get out of the way of the Banelings. We do have, once again, control over bottom lane as the friendly Jaina goes in there and secures it. Can Arthas get this? Because I'm totally ready to cap if he can. We need to fall back, first aid, and sippy cup. Going back for the sippy. We are going to be picking up Giant Killer at level 13, which allows us to do percentage health damage to the big tanky targets that the enemy team has. I can't move in, though, as several members of the enemy team are here, I think. Yeah, here we go. Diablo moving in. We do not have first aid. I'm just going to straight up trade him, though. Back out, back out. Here we go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Unfortunately, we did lose bottom because of that Murky. Damn, Murky is so persistent. We are fighting tooth and nail for this Dragon Shrine. For this Dragonshire Shrine. No, Murky, stop. Worth it. Worth it. I don't care. Totally worth. We are caught in the maw of Zagara, but we have barrel roll and we should be fine. Should be totally fine, and it looks like they are going to be able to take down Zagara. The enemy team, however, did get the Dragon Knight. I didn't even notice. I'm a bad player. If we go ahead and look at hero damage done, though, we are sitting at 23k. It's quite a lot of damage, but not as much as the enemy Zagara has dealt. Let's go ahead and just fly in here. Once again, using our mount ability to do that, and we will try to fend off this Dragon Knight threat. Luckily, they weren't able to do a whole lot with this. Let's try to get in here and slow Jaina. We just want to deal as much damage to her as we can. Oh, shit. Alright, first aid coming out. We've already used all of it up, and now we are entombed by the enemy team. Auto-attacking and hoping that we lifesteal enough was the only option I have. That was a very good reaction from them, and I was not expecting them to come out of that bush, so my positioning was pretty damn poor. Murky's still zerging down the bottom lane. He is trying to take down that fort, and might actually be very successful in doing so. We have accumulated 3 deaths, which is way more than I was expecting to have at this point. Once again, just to re-emphasize, I am not a Falstad player. I would like to be. I think he's a great character, though. I really do. Great character. We are going to be going once we level up again. I don't know, actually. Attack slowed targets to stun them. That seems good. We can get a stun on our hammer. That seems really good. Top lane not going too well for our Sonya player. Zigzag pushing middle lane. I'm going to land behind Zagara here. And let's pick up this stun. That seems good. Zagara on the run now from the entirety, well, some of our friendly team. There we go. That was the stun from our auto attack on slowed targets with the hammer. That seems very strong. How long is that stun? Only 0.75 seconds, so it's not huge, but it's enough to interrupt channeled abilities. So there's something to be said about that. Let's go ahead over here and start to farm some stacks for our seasoned marksman. Already up to 21 extra damage every single time we auto attack, which is starting to get pretty respectable. The enemy Murky down in the bottom lane likely going to be very hardly contesting that bottom shrine. I'm going to try to get the top shrine for the team really quick. Now, as Falstad, you can be tempted to like use your movement to get over walls a lot, and generally speaking, that's probably not the best idea. Looks like we do have bottom. I'm going to fly middle. Going. And we're going to become the Dragon Knight very quickly. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now let's charge down the middle lane. It looks like they were heavily contested down there, but luckily they were able to defend it for just long enough. Now I'm not standing in fort range here on purpose. I don't want to be taking that extra damage. We're just trying to deal as much siege damage with the very small amount of health that this guy has. The ultimate from Diablo coming out, so I'm just going to back up. There's no reason at all to stand in that. Let's punt Zagara away, and then just focus on dealing damage to this building here. Beautiful. We were heavily sieged by mercenaries down in the bottom lane, so unfortunately we did lose that. But I can walk in here and try to finish off this tier 1 defense in the top lane really fast. Doesn't look like the majority of the enemy team is following me, so it's just going to be me and Diablo here. Never mind, I take that back. A lot of the enemy team started following me immediately after I said that. We just saw all of these guys in middle lane. They got here so fast. I decided to stay there based off of the fact that I saw all of them in middle lane. Wow, they moved quick. Okay. Well, that was a death that, once again, could have been easily avoided. I've been having a lot of those this game. Now the enemy team's starting to gather together, pushing middle, while our Jaina is defending bottom versus those mercenaries. So a very back and forth game. We've done the most siege damage and the most hero damage on our team, but Sonya actually creeping up on us. She using the new build, kind of, sort of, a little bit. Superiority. No reason whatsoever to pick superiority on a map that does not have a boss on it. No reason at all. Whoop-de-doo, you're taking less damage from mercenary camps, but the mercenary camps don't do enough damage to actually hurt you at all when you have war paint. Yay! So, you know, a little bit of a misstep there, but, you know, whatever. I'll get over it. No big deal. Sonya is being chased down by Leoric. Leoric landing his wall on her as well. Here we go, shocking her! I'm firing my laser on the enemy team, dealing all kinds of damage. The boomerang going out. We are going to be able to take down Diablo. We are going to be able to take down Jaina. Murky following soon after. I have to use my first aid. And more to the point, I have to kill this fucking elemental before he just breaks all of our backline. I'm still feeling relatively confident with my ability to chase, but it looks like the right thing to do is to just leave. We did kill Diablo there, and we did kill Jaina, but of course Diablo has that black soul stone, so he was able to res immediately. Get ready for bot. We do have the dragon shrines becoming active again very soon, so we need to make sure that the team is ready to go. Right now, we don't have anyone down in the bottom lane. Our Arthas in the middle lane has been there for quite some time. I am going to capture top with our Leoric, and hopefully they hurry up and get this, because I would like to immediately fly bottom. I don't think that's going to be an option, though. We are going with Nexus Frenzy, which is going to increase our attack range and our attack speed to go along with our auto attack talents that we've been picking throughout the course of the game. We are going to have to very quickly get out of the way of this fire. Oh, that is some painful fire. All right, here's our first aid, finally. We still do not have the bottom shrine, and it looks like we're about to lose the top shrine. Not too sure what was delaying them, to be totally honest. Quite frankly, I just was not looking. I was dealing with my own problems, my own adult problems. We are now healing for around 23 every time we auto-attack, which is not bad. It's not great, it's not bad. Bottom lane not going well, is it? Not going well. We do have Zigzag running away over here. We can stop her in her tracks. There goes the stun. Oh, we were caught in the maw somehow. What? No. Oh, dude. I barrel rolled out of that maw and it dragged me back into it. Did you see that nonsense? Did you see that nonsense? We did finally pick up the bottom shrine. We do have Diablo heading down there now, and we just lost our top shrine to those mercenaries. So, honestly, I've been playing really sloppy, but it seems like our team's playing a little sloppy too. Sonya, way overextended there, is going to be picked off by the enemy team. I say overextended just because, like, she doesn't have any defenses here. She doesn't have any friendly heroes here to help her because Jaina was recalling way back. You know, it looks like we may be losing that middle shrine right now. I'm going to be up in 20 seconds. It's best not to die for this because we are going to be respawning and we can defend it together. But if you die trying to stop it, then all of a sudden we're even less fortified. We have one less person on top of the people who are already dead to help defend. Alright, making my way to the middle as soon as I spawn. Here we go. We have 27 stacks on Seasoned Marksman, which once again is not a ton, but 27 extra damage every time we auto-attack does add up very quickly when you consider how fast we are auto-attacking. We have slowed down the enemy Jaina with that boomerang. Looks like the Dragon Knight swap it on down to the bottom lane. What's the duration on that big guy? He's at about half duration. He is going to punt our Leoric away, or at least try to, but the Creepy Walk is going to keep him in the fight. 266 damage on our auto attacks every single time we strike now. What is the enemy team doing? Are they preparing top? It looks like Leoric's bottom. Murky was middle. They're going to try to split push bottom while that's going on, it looks like. Okay, so we'll just come down here and stop that from happening with our auto attack damage. Leoric will not be able to trade with us. I guarantee it. He could try. It will not work. Really, I could barrel roll out of here if I was worried. The problem is I'm not worried at all. So we're just going to save that cooldown and just heal up off of these minions. Now, the friendly team, are they in trouble? It looks like they might be. Do we want to try to contest this? I think the answer is probably no, but we're going to do it anyway. Here we go. Diablo will capture the point, but he will die to the damage of the blizzard. I was going to fire the shock and awe that way, but decided not to. So we gave them that mercenary camp. It's definitely not the end of the world. We picked up a kill for it, so we're staying competitive on XP, and we could just walk up here and farm some more stacks, now sitting at 32. What doesn't need to happen is our Sonya completely overextending in middle lane. We really need to stay together. We can't have her dying off by herself like that for no reason. We can't have that happen. I mean, we can allow them to get the mercenary camps. That's fine, because we can gather together as a team and take care of them. I am going to fire the Shock and Awe at the enemy Leoric, trying to stop him from killing our Jaina. I am in... Oh, being crowd controlled in every direction. Here comes the first aid, trying to keep myself alive. And we're just going to back out of the Diablo fire. Looks like the enemy team Leoric is going to die as well, so we picked up 2 kills there. Unfortunately, we did trade 1, but only 1. Maybe 2 if I die to this fucking elemental. We're going to live, we're going to live, we're going to live. But unfortunately, our Jaina does die to the Hydralisk of the enemy team's Zagara. Hopefully he's not going to see me. Okay, we'll just get out of there. We do have shrines active again in 15 seconds. Thought it said 25 there for a moment. Zagara's right here. I'm going to ping her with danger. We know the Murky Egg is in the area, or at least I think it is. I'm going to swing over to middle and gather some more Seasoned Marksman stacks. We are almost at 40 damage every time we auto-attack. It is building very quickly. Now healing for 43 every time we auto-attack, which is significant. That's a lot of healing when you consider we're hitting... How often are we hitting? Attacks per second, 1.7. So almost 2 attacks a second with our talents. The enemy team does pick up top shrine and bottom shrine. We're trying to contest middle right now. I am going to take out Leoric again. And then we do have our Arthas up top and Jaina peeking down here in the middle lane. The enemy team's starting to do what we were doing just a moment ago and split up a little bit too much. Jaina coming in from that side now. Will we be able to land anything? Doesn't look like it. So let's back up. Let's take care of this elemental before it does too much damage. And just recompose ourselves. Our Leoric may die to the Diablo here. I'm going in with all the damage I have. Here we go! Shock and Awe! I'm a firing my laser on several members of the enemy team. We are grabbed by the Murky right now, but the first aid is going to keep us alive. And then we can just follow up with that damage. I'm flying. Down to bottom to grab that. I said that so Leoric would stay middle, but hey, whatever, that's okay. Leoric should have stayed middle. Hopefully our Arthas is going to stay alive by Foge's Vibrator. I don't know where it is, but it looks like Arthas is going to be able to come out on top in the middle lane and start pushing with the Dragon Knight. I'm going to go back and I'm going to deal with this and then rejoin my team by flying in 20 seconds. We should be able to save our keep by doing this. These guys could have potentially sieged it down. And then I'll be rejoining the team. We can fly again in 10 seconds. Alright. You can micro out of their auto attacks, by the way, once they've been captured. Those siege giants. It's actually pretty easy to do. I just don't do it most of the time for some reason. I really should. I really should start doing that. Because the rock has a travel time. They used to have it like that on the mercenary camps. Does anyone remember that? Like if you were a Zeratul player or an Illidan player, you just go take that at level 1 and not take any damage because you could just sidestep every single one of the Siege Giants auto attacks. We do have this for a long time, and it is nearly at full health. We really should be pressuring them with it. There goes the wall from Leoric. It's looking like we're losing this, actually. Alright, so we got the keep. Let's just back out. Let's just back out. No reason to stay. No reason to stay. We didn't even have our full team here. Now we're starting to gather, but Sonya's off in Never Neverland, going for this for some reason. Superiority does reduce the damage she takes from tanking towers, but I don't know if that's really worth it. We did lose our Leoric, but we got 2 buildings. We got 2 important buildings, so I guess that's okay. It's also worth mentioning that the enemy Jaina does not have her water elemental to use right now. Trying to get away from Murky. Don't want him to hit me with the Octo Hug. This isn't looking too good for you, Sonya. Let's just fire the laser down there. It does do 1,000 damage even with an auto attack build. Maybe we can deter them to not kill our entire team. Stop that. Unfortunately, I can only hit those enough that are close to me to, like... I don't want to overextend, is what I'm saying. I can only hit the people that are actually in range for me to hit. I'm not going to go crazy right now. I'm not going to dive in and try to make ridiculous plays happen, because the reality of the situation is this is when it really matters. If you die now, you're out of the game for over a minute, and you can't have that happen. We've done 71,000 damage to the enemy heroes. We've done 112,000 siege damage, and now we are going to fly down here and take care of this camp. We are sitting at 46 stacks on our seasoned marksman, which means we are hitting for 46 more damage every time we auto attack. Let's go ahead and use our first aid just to make sure we live through this. I'm actually surprised how much damage I'm taking here. Surprised it's that much, and surprised I'm not able to sustain more. We are starting to heal now that there's only one guy left, but shit. Alright, we got that. I'm gonna fly. Can't fly yet. Can't fly yet. So I'm gonna just gonna move over to our Leoric over here and try to help him out, help him take this. We can use our barrel roll to get over the wall. And we should be able to get back to almost full health without needing to go back. So great. The enemy team's starting to respawn. Someone head top, fast cap. We know where they are. We know they're not ready for this. We need to fast cap this. We need to have someone top within the next 13 seconds to make this happen. I'm sitting here and I'm ready to go. Hopefully these guys don't continue to pursue bottom. Looks like Leoric might. So I'm just going to stay here long enough to capture this, and then I'm going to peace out into middle by flying. Here we go. All right. Go, 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 go. I'm going to try to zone. I'm going to try to zone. I'm going to make him focus me. It worked! We got the Dragon Knight! Beautiful! Now, my positioning is very bad here. Luckily, the enemy team not really responding to that. We do not have barrel roll right now. We do have first aid that we're going to have to use to stay alive. Barrel rolling away now. I cannot fly. I have to move all the way around this, so I'm not able to help out our Arthas right now. Here comes my stun on slowed targets, and we are going to be healing for a ton off of the Leoric. Let's just fire this motherfucker. See if we land it. Of course we don't. We should probably go down here with Sonya. Even though she's been split pushing forever, we should probably join her down here just because this is a meaningful play. If we could take out both keeps at one time, that means they're being sieged in every direction. And now we should just go straight for the core since the Dragon Knight is on the core. Split pushing is no longer a good idea. We should be helping the Dragon Knight on the core, even though it looks like it is going to be taken down. Unfortunately, I did get rooted by Jaina. I had a momentary lapse of positioning, and she was able to capitalize on that. So once again, I'm going to be dead for 60 seconds, which is a hell of a long time at this state in the game. We should just fall back. There's no reason for us to be in their base right now. The Diablo is respawning right now as well, which means they are going to have the numbers advantage. We already have Siege Giants pushing in every direction. It's going to take them a fair amount of time to deal with this, and while they are dealing with that, the friendly team is moving to take over that bruiser camp. Now, what should we be doing? Well, really just staying together. Staying together. If you need to go back and get a sippy cup, you go back and get a sippy cup. We see Sonya off by herself. Please stay together. These are going to be off cooldown right about now. So we could go through the whole cycle. Sonya! Stay with the team! Oh, god damn it! It's not that complicated! Granted, there was only 2 people there, but she didn't know that. That could have been the whole fucking team. Ugh. Okay. I'm flying in over here. I'll let the team know that. We are now arriving, safe and sound. The enemy team going for this. The enemy team starting to be split up. Can we land a decent shock at all? I think we can. And we are going to hit Jaina. She was just a second too slow on that ice block. We are going to take over the mercenary camp. We are going to kill the real Murky. What is this maw? I wasn't in that. I say the real Murky because his egg is dead. So it was actually a meaningful kill on Murky. We are able to get a pentakill on the enemy team. And now we are going to be able to push in here for the win. Oh, that was a little stressful. Oh, that was a little stressful. I definitely see the appeal of auto-attack Falstad, but he feels very delicate. Even with 53 stacks of seasoned marksman, I'm not healing for a ton with that Vampiric Assault. Thank you. Good game. It was a stressful game, but a very good game. It was mainly stressful because of my positioning mistakes and Sonya's willingness to just walk into anything. But there you go, guys. There's Auto Attack Falstad. We'll go over the spells really quick once they load. Our talents, rather. Seasoned Marksman level 1. We were hitting for over 50 extra damage every time we auto-attacked. And when you're attacking for almost 2 times a second, for about 350 damage, I think by the end of the game, we were almost hitting 400 damage every single time we auto-attack. That is huge. Couple onto that, the fact that Falstad has tons of escapes. He has a slow on his Q and a barrel roll and a fly, and that adds for a lot of damage on a character that can get out when things start to look too bad. Vampire Assault is to increase our healing from our auto attacks. First Aid was there to keep us alive because we weren't getting a lot of healing from our auto attacks. Hinterland Blast, great at poking down players from a safe distance. Giant Killer was used because they have a Diablo and a Leoric, so we want to deal that increased percentage health damage every time we auto attack. And then Hammer Time, the stun, I don't know how useful it was, but I also don't know what else I would pick at that talent tier. And then Nexus Frenzy, attack speed and attack range increased by 20%. I would probably, I don't know, maybe movement speed? If you didn't want the stun. The stun's okay. I didn't hate it. It wasn't terrible. My hair's looking all kinds of weird. The more I try... Oh, it's because my webcam's mirrored. That's why. Okay. That's it for me today. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. I'm going to knock out a few more. And I'll see you all next time. Okay, bye.